Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to Disco Elysium, the final cut. We're doing this on the PlayStation 5, and we're really just kind of scratching the surface of this game so far. And in the last episode, we found the dead body finally, and uncovered a little bit of evidence in the garbage bin, which I'm pretty proud of. So I think what we're gonna do now is go back in and talk to the the hotel manager again to see what he has to say about that, since the bin was locked and can only be accessed by employee staff. But just to get reoriented again, I see a couple of orange dots in our little tool menu there. So let's see what that is about, just to get back into this. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Cool. I don't know if there's anything I can really do to that. Let's see. Anything else here? What's this? Ooh. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged and to start. Oh.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Urinal. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the toilet paper. Let's see. Browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs.
It is very flowery writing, right? It's very descriptive and imaginative. I love it.
Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? There was a mention of naming convention here. I have opened an official case. Is there... I have to open an official case, sir. I've done it. So let's see.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though. Not in return.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. I burned out all right. Nice brisk pace, the way, like, I'm
It's
sure.
okay. We all make mistakes.
I kind of want him to, like, you know, melt his icy demeanor towards us a little bit. Get a little rapport going with this
God
guy.
knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was mention of a naming convention here?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called the Next World mural. Another, the square bullet hole murders. Another yet, the unsolvable case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Let's see. Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Do I want to reveal our stupidity yet again to this guy? Yeah, we do. I seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
I think he's liking us
his
now.
loved ones never find out.
What happened to
Rail
him?
spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Ooh. Commit to paper using the pen Lena gave
The
you.
tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man. Furies are at home in the mirror. The setting sun. Shit on a stick. Hanged Man seems to be appropriate.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
I think he's liking us a lot
I'm
now.
going to start calling it the Hanged Man.
Ooh.
It's good we sorted this out.
We leveled up. We gained 30 experience point, all for trying to read all that stuff and to name our case. Oh man, we are not getting very far, it feels like. But, you know, I'm done expecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Okay, inspect the toilet paper clip, browse files again, logic. Ooh, browse the yellow pages. Let's do some of these.
It's just
smaller
toilet
ones.
paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it
Still
off.
wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspect the
An
clip.
aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's this? Point to the
What?
sticker.
That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved. How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for
All
example?
RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Ah.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's all, thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand.
Okay,
It's
should we
a
try this?
sorry
Can I read the
sight.
case files now? We got a high version here.
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the next
Wait.
world mural.
HGB 41. Weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HGB.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials.
Horace Debbie Berenger, Haram Darjan Bazukin. Those aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. I think you meant to say. Okay. Let's try. Maybe Horace is our
That
name?
is improbable. It takes
Okay.
about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
Oh, man. All right. Well, next world
This
mural.
one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find out who came up with
The
it?
case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Read
The
on.
crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
A, remove the mural. It is wrong. Keep the mural. It is right. Let's try to
A
keep the mural.
staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. The middle class are not to be blamed. It's human nature. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations? I must have voted and possibly even lobbied to remove the thing because I don't believe. Let's say the first one.
In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter, and agreement as well. What do you want to tackle next?
Oh man, so this is where we get into the nature of this game, right? It's so easy to get sidetracked. Like, I was starting this episode like, "All right, we're gonna run in, we're gonna talk to the manager," and now there's all this stuff, and I don't know if there is a whole lot that we need to do with these kind of things. Like, aside from I gained a little bit of experience going through that, right? But why don't we hold off on reading the rest of these for now? Because I don't think they're very, relevant to
Not much has
the game.
changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of
but-
sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
But let's look at the yellow papers. Hopefully this won't take too much longer. But again, I think this is the nature of the game.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are
3.
there?
The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Misconduct
A monetary
fine.
penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague.
Station
These
call.
are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Field
A dozen
autopsy.
pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Yes,
Enough of the
all that
forms.
remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Shouldn't we done a field autopsy form for the
The
hangman?
rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Look at
It's
the
made
clipboard.
of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters RCM.
Well, I mean, we know it's blue. Would shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is
Oh.
there a hidden compartment? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Peek
The
inside.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open
With
it?
your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Open the... Let's see. Oof. I'm gonna try it. Yes!
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Slide the drawer.
without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Pick up the ticket
2
stubs.
octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Oh my god. Fucking kill yourself, asshole. What to pick up the card?
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it.
It
first.
smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored, a touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
Oh.
A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
I think our name is Harry.
Throw it away, please.
Keep.
Your hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Oh, he had a love. I wonder what happens.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Wait, what happened? The rest of the image.
Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. A streetcar distancing. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Oh. Oh no. What? What happened? I passed out, I guess. What? What the hell? Did it just end the game?
There is nothing.
Oh my god, are you kidding? All right, we're back. So reading that entire letter, I guess, drove me to just such despair that I passed out and died or something, and the game ended. So I had to start from the save point that we started the episode here on, and I caught up through all the stuff from the clipboard again. I failed some of the checks that we had successfully done though, so I didn't get quite as much information as we originally did. But yeah, that's interesting. Let's look at the Yellow Man mug really quick.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not
There's
much.
quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all the
Oh
content.
boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this in the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can you, let's say that.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Got it. Okay, we also, in the prospect of doing the entire clipboard, got a level up. So we can level up one of our skills. And I'm thinking I want to do empathy, because that's one of the I was kind of deliberating between Inland Empire and empathy, and I went for Inland Empire, and you can see I have a +4 base and a +1 signature skill and plus from bonus items. So let's do this. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's actually, you know what? Let's do a quick save so I don't have to die and do that all over again, even though it wasn't quite as successful. One thing I was wondering about though is, can I quickly read with the
Before you
headlights?
stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Open the
In
door.
the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights? That's exactly what I want to do. I don't want to maybe spend as much time doing all of this stuff for now, but let's try and get the headlight.
Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Oh, press engine start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps,
Whoa.
and the engine of the Caprice Kinema comes to life with a whiny growl.
That was loud. Press the button labeled
The
headlights.
lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Close the door. Okay. Auto save. Come on. No. How come I can't? There we go.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street
The
grid.
rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kinema's headlights.
Wait, look
A
around.
rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this?
Let me see. Right here.
Points his finger near the top of the map on the segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice. Well, Kim seemed to be like a fan of this area, so let's not call it a shithole.
No, it does not.
Says without optimism. Okay. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different
The
rows.
first row has 18 dots. Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
Okay.
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them
You
individually.
count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you,
Okay.
though you can't say why precisely.
What about the
The
last,
last
row?
row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I walked the land telling whores and liars. Okay, probably some boring same as I felt like well, that sounds a little snappy. Probably some boring office job, same as
No
everyone
shame
else.
in working a regular job, detective. Sometimes after a long day of doing this, I even envy it. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see,
Ooh, we got a lot.
more than 200.
216 to be exact.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a
For
killer.
an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Seems like our guy might have been a pretty good cop before he descended into his drunken stupor.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like
oh,
what?
this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Okay, maybe I should
Why
find
not
out.
gardening? You've already got the gloves.
He points at my... I wonder if he would have said that if I didn't have them on.
It's
Interesting.
meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
Okay. I mean, that was pretty good info. Oh, it's raining now. Interesting. Because now we know that we were actually a decent cop at one point. All right, let's finally get to what I was trying to do at the very beginning of this episode. I think this is what's just gonna happen. You're just gonna get sidetracked so easily. Okay. Anything new here to... All right, that guy's still asleep. She's still kicking. And then... All right. Let's see what this guy has. Actually, let's do a quick save first. That was pretty good interaction, I thought.
Can I help you?
I've seen something here that I need to talk about, by the way. I'm going to... Okay, here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you're sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Good point.
The elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Maybe you don't
I
remember.
think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Oh. Okay, so we don't have any other options. Thanks. Let's talk
Yes.
about it. Seen something here at the Whirling Guard. The thing I need to talk about. What is he talking about?
Thing.
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union Guard. I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go? There's something.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
It's a shame you've got to suck up to the Union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find
We
them?
don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Okay. I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go? Well, I think it's obvious, but might
What
as
are
well.
you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
I'm not a cook. I probably don't have a search warrant. There might be something pertinent to the investigation in the
He
kitchen.
wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
Changes. his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Okay.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
So about that money I
Yes.
owe.
Have you got it?
Actually, oh, okay. Let's.
Like what? I
Uh,
was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I saw another thing. What is
Another
he talking-
thing. Great. I
No.
love those.
Okay.
Yes.
Leave. Okay. So I guess we're supposed to wait. Like it's 11:45 right now. We're supposed to wait till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we could go and explore a little bit more. I think. What can we do here? Wait, hold on. Let's check our little tasks here. Find out who's in the union box, who put the clothes on the trash, get a reality lowdown. What does that mean? You have no idea where you are. Alina encouraged you to ask others, explain the world. Okay. Pay for damages. Who made the call reporting the crime? Report your badge missing. Let's just look around. Oh, hold on. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's see what we can see around here. Oh, someone's right here.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on
It's
here?
the jam, my man.
He motions to the sprawl of lorries and a sweeping gesture. What's the
It's a
jam?
traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Days.
So how long have you been
Feels
here?
like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
I dig your style, man. Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. Oh, could you say it again? Let's try and get on his good side.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers in appreciation of the digging of his style.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Tell me more about the strike. Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hospital? What do you haul it? Let's start with some maybe incidental questioning before we get to this kind of thing.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Let's see. So nothing illegal then? That's your machine behind
This
you?
rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe
Oh.
the A6.
See, because I'm smart, I think as far as my attribute, I think they gave me some extra info here. That found 6 you got there? Lori's are pretty interested, not really.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he spent too long in this lorry.
Let's say no. Okay, because he already was like, no, we're on the up and up. I don't want to try and get one of those tracksuits from him right
The
after that
man
question.
taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Empathy, formidable, even. Oof. Tell me more about the
It's
strike.
like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Okay, what do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should
Anything
know?
else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of
Us
who?
lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
So let's try this, let's try, even though we might fail it.
Ease into it.
Ah.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, you look sad. What's going on? Spill the beans. I want to know. Okay, so this is the most subtle
I'm
one.
okay, man. Just the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
All right, let's ask about the dead man.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Okay, all right,
The
never mind
man
then.
taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Okay, then let's just.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, that ended up pretty well, I think. All right, anything over here I can. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surrounding. Okay. Oh, I can go over here. What? Why? What? Oh. Bold slogan, Humanox. Oh. Horseback monument. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic sign, pointing towards the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted on the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? Silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippine kings of Revachol, son of Philippe II, the opulent, father of Philippe IV, the insane.
Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
Let's see.
What did he do?
Oh,
You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago?
we have not had a lot of success in this this particular playthrough of chess.
High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
It's locked. Okay. Anything over here? Wait, hold on, let's look. Nothing over here. Oh. A white tank top. Now, hold on. If I go to, whoops, close, I get one physical instrument, whereas this, I get one conceptualization and one minus suggestion. Okay. Interesting. I'll stay with what I have for conceptualization, I guess. Oh, take some money. I see that person over there, but I just want to do a little quick scan over here. Let's just make sure that's where he came from. Okay. Foreign car, kept in good condition. Alright, so there are a lot of people over here. And I can't go any further. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell. Oh, what the?
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Who drives these?
Not many people outside of Grad. And Revachol West, too, it appears.
Hey, Kim, check this
The
out.
Stash Ryko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time? Probably not. What happened last time?
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Jim's migrants saw a Stash Ryko stopped in the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Jim's community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Well, I don't want to come off as a know-it-all to him. It might annoy him. Who are the whatever community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Would they sentence the killers
4
to?
years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Kim, could our hangman have been the driver of this car?
I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining the body. But my initial guess is the two are unrelated.
Interesting. But before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job.
Yes, detective?
It looks better brown and black. They should have left it baby blue.
You sure you're not Jimsk?
Okay.
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
Okay. Interesting. Do a quick little save. That went pretty well. Hello. Who are you?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? Snap your fingers in front. Oh, that's rude. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Okay, now we'll snap fingers.
Wait,
The lieutenant stops you before you can
she's
snap.
just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
I just told you why.
Oh, fine. Okay. He was very protective of her. Alright, let's see what's up with this crew. Oh. Take. Can't, hold on. I can't talk to that guy? Oh, what's going on? The lorries probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. Something is going on, but here, I saw some cash over here. Take that before. Freet. Seek. Okay, let's see what's going on.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everyone else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should
We're
I?
here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking
Good.
no.
We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds
kind of
confidence.
What kind of cause are we talking
Rights
about?
of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Regardless, I have some questions for
Maybe
you.
you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.
The loitering man hollers in return. Okay, I want to get into the harbor too. What is a strike? Who are all these strike breakers? What exactly is your goal
We were
here?
promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the
Main
entrance?
gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to
Like
them?
civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women, with rights, to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
Given a job to do!
Okay. I don't think we know enough about this situation to pick sides on the Union or the scab workers. Okay. So we're gonna hold off on that.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a
A
scab?
kind of a worm. Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Hold on. Where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them very much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
Yeah, the issue of unions and stuff is always pretty tricky, right? Because they start, it starts off because employees get taken advantage of by like businesses and stuff. So then people unionize, but then those unions sometimes abuse their power or just get a little too complicit with just the politics of it all. So it's never cut and dry.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them? It's better than begging. Come on.
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I'm not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Come to Martinez investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy. You're right, it's impossible. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice.
I don't really like this guy
He
either.
didn't do it. It's the truth.
What's the strike about
You know,
anyway?
Serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay, alright, yeah. I don't really like that guy much. What's this? 3 T's, how idiomatic. Hold on. So I guess I could keep going up. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on digging into this. Oh god, how do I get back down? Ah! Let me out of here. How do I... Hold on, let's zoom in. Go down like this. Like that. Like this. Okay, yeah. Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. Okay. Yeah, that might be a little bit more than I want to take in out for now. So let's just see. Oh, okay. So I've circled back around. Interesting. Okay. So what time is this? 12:24. Still got some time. Let's look at what these magazines say. Glossy magazine. Jump jams.
Welcome to Revachol.
The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Racist lorry driver. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right. You're undermining our best shot. Stop ripping into this guy at limbo. What's going on? Okay. Let's
Come
back
on,
up our partner.
man, I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Damn, Kim. Tell him.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on that. Okay, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorryman. No, that's... I don't know what this means. It might seem like we're trying to, like, diminish what Kim was saying, and I don't want to do that. Let's just back him up.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lorryman
The
spits.
lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of
Whatever
questions.
you say, officers.
He waits impassively. Okay. Found this mug in the trash. Yours? Oh, but if it was in the trash, it was next to the clothes.
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
What was that argument all about? What are you hauling?
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick
Apples.
up? Apples?
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
Wait a
Oh,
second.
not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock work... Apples.
Apples is exactly
Sounds
the
like a
kind of
cover
thing-
story to
Look,
me.
as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges.
He loses his patience for
I'm
explaining it.
here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Koiko picked apples.
Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think.
So they grow apples in Korea.
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
Yeah? Says who?
It's literally the name, Zone of the Ecological
Then,
Catastrophe.
I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
Oh, I hate this guy. You keep saying Cocos. What does that
He
actually
means
mean?
the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad.
So it's an ethnic slur.
Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise?
So, can I see the apples?
Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them, huh?
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
You said something about the rights and privileges of
Oh,
lorrymen?
yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
Hold on, what's a carter?
Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches. Before machines.
And that's a
Sure
privilege?
fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient. Very prestigious.
So it's a kind of
Hell
union?
no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice and no laughing matter.
We're done for now. Done with you. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Ooh, got a health item. That's good. What's in here? Man, this it's we go down quite a few rabbit holes in this game. Okay, let's see. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What's this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine. Then it gives you money.
Oh, I see. And how do I pick up tear for the
You
tear
need
machine?
a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel
Okay.
free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Cool. Thanks. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I don't think I have a note. What's
What
that?
is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real. Here you
I
go.
have 4 out. Oh. Thank you. Now, anything else? What's...
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to
Okay.
work.
Leave. Alright, let's talk to her. Unless there's something else. What's that?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do those products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Thank you for explaining this.
Uh-huh.
Who is Saint
Saint
Baptiste?
Baptiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one. There.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Cool. Okay. Alright. Now we can talk to her again.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Thanks. I like your
What's
hat.
that magazine she's reading?
Before we go, what is this? What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Stupid famous people. I approve this very futuristic. Forget about all that. What is this fashion police cover?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this? Point to her hat. I bet your hat would take the prize. I don't know if he's gonna sound sarcastic when he says that.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Before we go, what is this
I don't
Frit?
know. Frit?
And what is Frit? Wait, why is it written with 3
I
T's?
think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Okay, let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so
Did you know the man who
not
died?
really.
Not really. Does that mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How
I
long has
don't
it been
know
there?
really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need
Great.
to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Alright, thanks for your help. Can you tell me anything? Can you tell me anything about the this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality or?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
No, I meant the physical
I
reality.
don't know. What about it?
Okay, where are we? Coalition. I won't bother you.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, leave. She was not very helpful. Let's get out of here. How are we doing on time? I kind of lost track of my timer because I had to restart the gameplay here, so I'll just kind of wing it. I think we got like 10-15 minutes left. So we're about to hit 1 o'clock though. We'll talk to them. Let's see what's down here. An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
How about some premium class service over here? Like paying with net worth. Go over and ask him if you can do that. Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy. What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving? Thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious.
Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Find something worth salvaging from their pile of rags.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind. Summer, 100% waterproof, and sport, all in different typefaces.
Sounds awful.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty, and it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
And I can't afford it. Okay.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Speaking of luxury, you should go over and ask about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
Inspect the sneakers. Inspect the speakers. I don't really care about those. Let's see. I think it's just more junk that he's selling, right?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Go over and ask him.
Rummage through the
These
box.
are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils.
Oh man.
A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Let's try just directly talking to the guy.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
What kind of stuff are you selling? Where are you from, Seleng?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now.
It's
All
snowing now,
revel-
look.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Ooh.
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say that you're from
Very
Seaguy.
cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the apricot suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Right, but it's okay. You're welcome. I do try to be supportive of other peoples and cultures.
So cool, officer. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur by buying some pens and glasses?
Persuade him to give you some money.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like the support of a member of the local police force? This sounds like bribery.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Think of it as an investment.
An
I don't
investment?
like. No.
What kind of investment?
It's an investment in me. Highly experimental human being. I'm a policeman. It's an investment in a good relationship. Oh no. It's investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man. Let's do. Oh god.
Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth?
10.
Real is a bargain
We got
for that
10.
kind of investment. You got it, my man.
Oh man. All right. I'll look around. Thanks. I'm not gonna buy anything from him. Oh, look how much snow is falling. Sewer grate. The gateway to the river of filth. Man, this area is huge. How we doing? How we doing on time? We could go back to the whirly gig thing, and damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. Maybe a sea monster did. Okay. What's this? Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. How do I get down there? Yeah, like this. Spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Man, this area is pretty huge. I'm a little lost, actually. Let's get back to... Wait, is this another trash can thing? I'll zoom in a little bit.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito.
Let's do that.
The box seems happy.
Okay. Let's go back in here and see if new people have come in, because it's after 1 o'clock now. Oh, the door's open. Okay. Well, why don't we really quickly go see what we got here. Oh, close. 1 endurance instead of 1 esprit de corps. I don't know. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let's see what that is. Esprit de corps. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Oh. As opposed to endurance. Oh. Well, I know it may be situationally. If I get in like a fight or something, I'll know to like put that on or something. All right, so it's past 1 o'clock. The door's open, but I think we're over time or close to time. I'm not 100% sure, but feels like a good place to pause for now. I know like this game takes us down like some pretty big tangents, but I think that's just the nature of it. And hopefully, it's entertaining as it is to you, as it is for me. And again, I'm still trying to feel out like whether or not I should do this as a full Let's Play. If you guys let me know, then maybe we'll keep going. But otherwise, I might just do one more episode, and we'll just see what happens there. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode. Bye.